Hello, it's math time with Mrs. Depperschmidt. Today I'm in room 24 because we're starting a new chapter. This is chapter 9 and it's all about angles. We'll start with a few definitions of terms so that everybody understands the language we'll be using to talk about angles. We'll start with point. A point is one specific place or location, and when we are talking about any kind of a point, we'll give it a name. This is called point B. I've just chosen that name for this point that we'll use first. The next thing we need to all understand is the definition of a line. A line is represented by any two points in space, and a line is represented on paper by two arrows on each end and the points in order. We would call this line CD because it has point C and point D, and those are the 2 points that exactly describe this and only this line. The arrows on both ends indicate that a line is an imaginary thing that goes on in both directions forever. Next, we'll talk about a line segment. Line segments are not shown with arrows on the end because a line segment does not go on and on forever. It's a tiny piece of a line. In fact, that's what segment means. This I've drawn is called line segment EF. We'll also talk about an angle. I've drawn several kinds of angles here. An angle is a place where two lines meet or cross over each other. I'm showing only the angle here. Angle M is shown above, and below we have angles V and O. You can see that V and O are what some people might also refer to as corners of a polygon. Those are now always going to be referred to as angles. Next up, we have some specific sizes of angles and terms for those. The first is a right angle, and I'm showing you right angle J. When we draw it on paper, we show a square corner inside to indicate to people that we're representing a right angle without actually measuring or writing the number of degrees on it. Our drawing might not be exactly 90 degrees. That's why we indicate that it is with a small square inside the angle. I've also drawn an angle that is less than a right angle. Angle R is an acute angle, which means smaller. And angle S is greater than a right angle. That would be obtuse. And when it's opened up really wide, then we know our angle is greater than a right angle. I hope you've enjoyed learning these terms for our begin to study with angles. I know you're going to have a great day, and I'll see you at school. Please remember that we will always be kind.